When you're confident because you've earned the right to close on a service call, it's time to verbally ask for the sale. And because it's the logical next step in the selling process, you should have no problem coming up with a closing line. However, it's always convenient to have a small arsenal of closing techniques at your disposal. Today, I'll talk about 5 simple closes that are seen as professional, courteous, and anything but pushy, especially when they're used after you've developed a person-to-person relationship with your customer and you've gone through all the right steps. I'll also talk about one close that you really shouldn't use. But first, let's concentrate on the 5 good closes. Number 1, we have the either-or close. This is a very simple close that discourages your customers from saying no to your request for the sale. So, you don't say, "Would you like to go with this bathtub then?" Instead, you say something like, "I'm really glad you like this one. Would you like to pay with a check, or did you want to take advantage of the financing we discussed?" Here's another one. "You're right, it really will look great in your home. Would you like to schedule the installation on a weekday, or is next weekend better for you?" So you see how the either-or close works. At the right moment, you give your customers a choice. Now, the reflexive close is another simple technique that's very straightforward and upfront. In the reflexive close, you simply turn a customer's question around. For example, if a customer asks, "Could I get it in yellow to match the sink?" which is a clear buying signal, you simply ask, "Would you like it in yellow?" The customer is likely to say yes, and you've closed the sale. A side note here, with the reflexive close, you need to watch out for "if I could, would you" language. Let's say a customer tells you, "I wish I could get this water heater for under $700. The last thing you want to do is ask, "If I could get this water heater for you for under $700, would you buy it?" This is an outdated closing technique, and it's usually seen as slick and pushy. By the way, just because you've closed the sale doesn't mean you can't add on. For example, if a customer asks you if she can use financing to purchase a furnace, you could use the reflexive close like this. "Would you like to finance your new furnace?" The customer says yes, and you begin to write up the sale. While you're doing this, why not go ahead and throw in an add-on close? Like, "How about that extended warranty we discussed to protect your investment?" I know it would really give you peace of mind. Why not? You've already closed the sale on the main item. Remember, it's a good idea to attempt an add-on at every opportunity. Now, let's move on to the third technique, the ask for it close. This one requires a bit more courage than the first 2, but with an indecisive customer, it's the perfect thing. Here's what you do. When you've got customers who just can't decide on service and you've got a good relationship going, smile, relax, laugh a bit, and ask them for the job. That's it. Just ask. Now, you've got to do this with a little humor, even if you're normally not a funny person. Here's an example. Let's say a customer can't make up her mind. She says, "I'm sorry to be taking up so much of your time, but I just can't decide." Give the customer a big smile and say, "No problem. I'll decide." Why don't you just go for it? You've got to have fun when you use this one, but don't worry, your enthusiasm will shine through and most customers will appreciate your honesty. Next, we have the third-party close. This 4th technique is a great way to help make your customers feel more confident about accepting service. It works like this. You simply tell them about someone else who was very satisfied with the same fixture, appliance, service, or whatever the job entails. Of course, this someone could be anyone, a friend, a neighbor, a fellow technician, or just a customer who happened to have had that same new thermostat installed last week. His family just loves it, and so will yours. Our 5th close is the order form close. When you aren't getting any customer resistance and you feel that customers are seriously thinking about buying, begin to write up the invoice. That's it. Just begin to write it up. You're literally assuming the customer will want you to do the job. If they don't want you to do the job, they'll be sure to let you know. and all you have to do is apologize and say you thought they had already decided to have you do the job. Finally, before we finish, and you continue to discuss these closes in your meeting, I want to talk about one close you shouldn't use. This is the penalty close. The penalty close is completely and absolutely overused in our business. It's like using scare tactics. Customers will see this close as unprofessional, and you'll only earn their distrust. The penalty close, you see, punishes customers for not buying today. For example, the cost of installing that model is being increased, and if you don't buy it now, I can't guarantee the price. Here's another. If you don't decide today, we won't be able to install it until next week. Please don't use this type of close with your customers. You'll only earn you and your shop a bad reputation. Well, that's our meeting on closing. I've given you enough techniques to get you started, and you'll probably develop several of your own over the course of your career. Remember, mold your close to the relationship you've built with your customer, and don't be afraid to have a little fun. After all, it's almost celebration time now that you've made the sale. Ask for the job today. It's really very easy once you've earned the right to do it. Now, let's take a look at some role plays.
Now, the porcelain one I think is going to look really nice in here, and it won't have the stains that you got it now, you know. So I think you'll be a lot happier.
Yeah, I know it won't have the stains.
Yeah. And I think also it's going to make the whole kitchen look a lot newer.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right about that too.
Yeah. Now, if you want, I mean, I could show you. I mean, I got a couple of others here I could show you because.
You know, I don't know. Maybe I should just think about
where
this
is
a little more.
No, that's okay. No problem there. I can wait around for a while because I don't have any other sales calls. So.
Oh no,
you can think
no.
about it. Take your time.
No, that's
problem.
okay. That's okay. Really, that's
Yeah,
really
what do
nice
you
of you.
know?
But you know what? I just think I'll give you a call and I'll let you know when I've decided. Okay?
Well, sure. Whatever you want, then.
Yeah.
Man. No problem. You got my number. No problem with that. It's good. I just want you to know that that particular sink, though, is on a special today, and my manager did say that it was going to be going up, so there's no particular guarantee that it's going to be available at that particular price.
Okay.
So if you're interested, I'm not going to be able to guarantee that price a little later because there was this.
Sure. Well, listen.
special.
Thanks for the warning, and I'll have to take my chances, right? Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll call you.
And Mrs. Martin, I forgot to tell you, another great thing about this sink is that it has a cast iron construction, so it's really solid beneath that porcelain enamel finish. That means not only you're going to be getting a sink that looks great, but it's also extremely durable. And in a high traffic area like the kitchen, that's pretty important, don't you think?
Wow, cast iron, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like something not even my kids could demolish.
You're absolutely right. It's practically kid-proof.
Well, it would be nice to have a new look in
Yeah,
the
it would be.
kitchen.
It'd give your kitchen a whole new look, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and but the thing is, I was really kind of toying of maybe with the idea of getting it in black to match the new black countertop that I've ordered. Can I get it in black?
Would you like it in black?
Yeah, I would. I think it would just kind of give the kitchen a more modern, more high-tech look.
Yeah, I think you're right. Well, you're in luck because this sink comes in black.
Oh, okay.
Now, how about a shiny new faucet to add even more sparkle to your kitchen's new look?
Well, that's interesting. What do you recommend? Do you have something with a spray?
Sure do.
Well, show me what you got.